Welcome back to the Moon Griffon Show. How would you like the opportunity to be a hero while teaming up with your heroes? Well, January is National Blood Donor Month, and first responders are calling on you to donate blood. Joining us now is Mitzi Bro with Vitalant. Welcome in, Mitzi.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so it's a pretty cool thing that's happening here in Acadiana, as you can help your favorite first responders win in a competition to save lives.
That's right. In 2017, we thought it would be such a perfect partnership for us as the community blood provider and our heroes here in Acadiana, our first responders who see firsthand every single day the accidents that occur and how blood is needed to help those people that are up against many different challenges, not just accidents, but even just cancer patients, sickle cell patients. And we reached out to all the first responder groups in the area, and they were on board with, partnering with us and helping spread the message of the importance of blood donations, specifically in January. And what happens is all of the first responder groups come out and donate on January 8th, 9th, and 10th. And we have a little friendly competition to see which group can bring in the most blood donors. So it's a lot of fun.
Well, this is a great idea. Like we said, it's happening here in Acadiana. And for those of you that are listening in other parts of the state, there are other Vitalant locations here in the state of Louisiana. And this is a great idea, whether you're in Acadiana or for some of those other areas that are in the state. And you may be in a position to bring this up as a recommendation to happen in your area, especially with your local Vitalant agency there, to be able to get something like this going. This is the third year that this is happening here in Acadiana, and so far it's produced great results, hasn't it?
It has. We've collected, the first week of January is a very difficult time for us to collect blood. It's actually more difficult than through the Christmas and New Year holiday. If you think about it, everybody's a little tired. We're worn out from the holidays. Everybody's getting back to work and back in their routines, and it's a really difficult time. And National Blood Donor Month was actually set up in 1970. So this is nothing new. It was created in 1970 due to the need of blood donations in January because of the reasons that I just stated, and also cold and flu season. A lot of people get sick, which here in Louisiana we've been sick for a while, but it's going to carry through this month. And so we, our first responders have helped us secure the blood supply here in Acadiana through the first week of January, a time that has been extremely difficult since the 70s to get blood collected and secured in that week. So it's been an invaluable partnership. And you're right, we service hospitals throughout all of South Louisiana. We have donation centers in Baton Rouge and in Morgan City and in Lafayette. So if you're hearing this and you want to give, even if you're not a first responder or you don't have any relationship with a first responder and you just want to donate, we have those donation centers available to you in Baton Rouge, Lafayette, and Morgan City. We also have mobile blood drive operations 7 days a week where our mobile unit goes out to communities all throughout South Louisiana, and you can find a blood drive in your area at vitalant.org.
That's, again, vitalant.org. Now, Mitzi, take us through the donation process for those who may have never done it before.
It's a really simple process. So you have to be at least 16 years old or older. If you are 16 or 17, your parent has to sign a consent form. You can find that online at vitalant.org, or bring your parent with you and they can sign it with you at your donation. You need to weigh at least 110 pounds, and you need a picture ID. And you need to make sure that you eat that day. This is not like having blood drawn for blood testing. We do not want you to fast. We want you to eat and be very hydrated before you come in to donate, and just be in general good health. Please don't think if you're on any medications that automatically defers you from donating, or if you've ever left the country. That does not mean that you cannot donate. So please don't defer yourself. Come in and go through the process and find out if you're eligible. Chances are that you are eligible to give. When you come in, you go through a health history screening process, and we take your blood pressure, your pulse, your iron level, your temperature, make sure all those things check out, and then you're on your way to the actual donation. The actual act of donating blood, if you give a whole blood donation, it takes about 5 to 15 minutes. If you do a double red cell donation, which the technician will talk to you more about when you come in based on your blood type, that takes about 30 to 45 minutes. And then we have snacks and water available for you after your donation. We ask that you stay with us for about 15 minutes, and then you're on your way. The whole process takes about 45 minutes to an hour and a half.
We're speaking with Mitzi Bro with Vitalant, and we're talking about blood donations. And you mentioned, I guess, a myth, if you will, of some people thinking that you have to fast when you're on the day that you're coming in to do a blood donation, and that's not true. What's another big myth that kind of comes to your mind right now that you'd like to dispel when it comes to blood donations?
Tattoos and piercings. So people think if they've ever had a piercing or they've ever had a tattoo that they cannot donate, or they think that there's a waiting period after receiving a tattoo or a piercing. If you received either one of those in a licensed parlor, there is no waiting period. So you can get a tattoo today and donate tomorrow, or you can do it all in one day if you want. So that's a very big myth that it used to be different. You used to have to wait a year after you had a tattoo, but as long as it was within a licensed parlor, there's no waiting period. Also, medications. A lot of people assume if you take any medications at all that you cannot donate. That's also not true. High blood pressure medication is fine. Anxiety or depression medication is fine. ADHD medication, diabetic medication, all of those things are fine. You can give blood on those. The only things that will prevent you, if you're currently taking antibiotics, you need to wait 24 hours after your last dosage. And if you're on any blood thinners, then you can't give.
So for the people here in Acadiana, it's the 3rd annual First Responders Sirens for Life Blood Drive competition, and it's happening next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And for those people here in Acadiana that are participating, what are the goodies that donors will get?
All of our donors are going to get an awesome donor T-shirt, and then we're going to have food served on all 3 of those days. We're going to have Mesh's Donuts each morning, and then we'll have Zia's on one day for lunch, McAllister's on one day, and Chick-fil-A on the other. And a reminder to schedule your appointment to donate at Vitalant.org, or you can call 877-25-VITAL. That's 877-25-VITAL. And again, we wanted this also to be able to inspire people that are outside the Acadiana area that are listening, and to remind them of how difficult of a time it is right now when it comes to blood donations, and how important their blood is to saving lives wherever they may be. That's exactly right. The need for blood never stops. And a lot of people, one thing that I just want everyone to remember is that a lot of people give blood when something major happens, when there's some type of major emergency, a tragedy, an accident. But every minute of every single day, there is an individual out there who is facing their own personal tragedy. It could be a cancer patient, it could be a newborn baby, it could be a sickle cell patient, it could be an open heart surgery patient. Every second of every day these things are happening. And those are the people that we're taking care of. And that's why your donation is so important every day of the year. Don't wait until something major happens. Just give blood on a consistent basis 2 or 3 times a year, and that's going to help us that make sure that we have every blood type on hand to send it to that patient that needs it as soon as they need it. Moon says it all the time on this show that radio is about people helping people, and that's what we're hoping to accomplish here today. Mitzi Bro with Vitalant has been our guest. Mitzi, thank you so much for your time and for what you do. Thank you so much for having me.